welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time here, then hi, my name is Lauren. And on my channel, we mostly talk about anything luxury, but we also discuss lifestyle and beauty. So if you're interested in any of these topics, please consider subscribing to my channel and we'll get started with the video. So in today's video, I'm presenting you my updated luxury wish list for 2023. I had already presented you a video that was my luxury wish list for 2023 at the beginning of this year. By the way, if you are interested in seeing that video, then I will go ahead and leave the link to it in the little information link over here for you to see it. Basically, I have changed my mind on a couple of items. I have removed a couple of items from my wish list. I have added probably a lot of items on my wish list. So I thought that I would update you on what I want and what I kind of no longer want. So if you're curious to see my wish list, then please keep on watching. So hopefully this video won't be too long because I only got a couple of items. I'm still in the middle of very heavy renovations at my house. So I actually don't have too much money to spend on luxury goods. So if you've seen a decrease in the amount of unboxings, it's totally normal. It's because I'm saving money for my renovations. So we'll start with the first item, and the first item is unsurprisingly a piece from VCA. It is the VCA Sweet Alhambra earrings in white gold with diamonds, and they retail for $6,000 even plus tax. So I love these earrings. I feel like they are so beautiful. I kind of tried them on what I would call by accident or by coincidence in the store when I went to get the regular vintage Alhambra ones in white gold and mother of pearl. And I have been kind of dreaming about these ever since I tried them on. I feel like they have such a vibe to them. I kind of even hesitated between these and what I had intentionally thought of purchasing, which was, you know, the matching piece to my set. And I decided not to get them at the time, and I'm very glad I did because I'm very glad I was able to complete my set. That being said, it's still stuck in my mind. I feel like they are, number one, cute because they're little, but because they have the diamonds, I feel like you can still see them, which wasn't so much the case of the sweet ones with the mother of pearl and white gold. I felt like that was a little iffy. It kind of was more like childish than anything, especially on me because I'm so tall. I'm 5'11" or 180 centimeters. So obviously everything is to scale, including my ears. So I felt like the sweet ones in what I would call the simple model was not for me. That being said, the diamonds were like so sparkly and so beautiful, but the price was a little, I don't know, iffy. I think $6,000 for that small of a pair of earrings. I was like, what? No. So it is on my wish list. It's probably not gonna be something that is going to have a super high priority on my wish list this year. That being said, it's still something that I would really, really love to get, and I'm sure that I will get it. If not this year, definitely the next one because they are gorgeous. Next up, we have the Jimmy Choo Vita Ballerina in color latte, and they retail for $775 plus tax. Now, this is quite curious to have on my wish list because I actually don't own anything from Jimmy Choo. Usually, it is best known as a brand that carries a lot of pairs of heels. I, for one, in my collection, do not have any pairs of heels because I am basically a giraffe, so I don't need any heels. Now, these are flats, so no heels here, but that kind of explains why I don't have anything from Jimmy Choo in my collection. I feel like I've been kind of in the same zone or in the same like circle for shoes for the longest time. So I'm very, very faithful to Ferragamo. I've been buying their flats forever and they work really well. I love them. There's nothing bad that I can say about them. They're very comfortable, very durable. For me, they would last about, I would say, of almost constant wear, especially during the summertime, I would say about 2 seasons. So maybe like 2 years or a year and a half. And the ones that I have are kind of like running out. There's like a hole that's like at the bottom of the shoe. You honestly can't see it unless you are like right next to it, but you can still, you know, I would not wear that on a date. And then I basically have another pair of Ferragamo left, and then I have a pair of Chanel flats that I wear for like my occasions. But so I'm kind of slowly thinking of, you know, renewing my flats collection and getting a new pair. And I feel like I love the look of these. First of all, the color is very cute. It's latte, so it's kind of like cream, not white, but more like cream. Very nice, very summery. But also because it's white, I feel like it could be worn, you know, during the winter time on like a nice sunny day with like a pair of black jeans. That would be really cute. And then my favorite part is the little bow that's on them that says Jimmy Choo. I feel like it looks so cute, so girly, so elegant and classy. It can also be styled with so many different handbags and with so many different outfits. It's the type of pair of shoes that you can wear with like pants, skirts, dresses, I mean pretty much anything and everything, aside from maybe, I don't know, PJs and like workout gear. But frankly, aside from that, they are so gorgeous and can be worn with anything, so I would love to get them. Next up, we have a handbag from Dior. It is the small Lady Dior My ABC Lady Dior bag in color light pink in lambskin, and it retails for $6,000 even plus tax. So it is exactly the same price as the earrings that I have mentioned previously from VCA. But here it is a bag, so I feel like my heart is kind of drawn because, first of all, I only have, and I say only in like, only have two Dior bags in my collection. I used to have basically none before this past year, so I actually acquired two within a year. And I feel like I've been liking the brand a lot more, especially now that Chanel prices have gone completely nuts. I feel like Dior is still at a reasonable-ish price point. So we're looking at $6,000 for a designer bag. Dior is still a very prestigious brand. The few things that I like about this bag is, obviously it's from Dior, number one. Number two is the color, so it's light pink. I currently have only, I was gonna say one, but that was a lie. So I have one pink bag from Chanel, and it's dark pink, so totally different. And then I also have a nude bag. It's called like blush pink. It's more like nude than anything. And that is from YSL. It's the YSL Sac de Jour in size nano. So I feel like that would complete quite well my bag collection in terms of color. By the way, if you're curious to see the roughly speaking current state of my designer bag collection for 2023, then I will go ahead and leave the link to that video in the little information link over here for you to see it. Be aware, this is a super long video, so you probably will need to grab yourself a cup of coffee or tea to watch it because it's gonna take a while. But yeah, so I feel like this would kind of fill a gap in my designer bag collection in terms of color, in terms of brand, and then I love the little letters, the ABC letters. I feel like they're so cute. It's not childish, but it's cute. I feel like there's a difference, and this is really at that sweet spot where it's not childish yet, but it's also not like edgy or like super strict adulty. It's kind of like in the middle. It's what I would call cute. So I love this bag, and I'm really trying to add it to my collection sooner than later. Next up, we have a handbag from Chanel. Of course, if you know me, you knew that I wouldn't be able to do a luxury wish list without including at least one item from Chanel. I feel like I've been really good because that's the only one from this entire list. And it's a Chanel medium classic flap in wool tweed and silver tone metal in black. I am actually not quite sure of the price of how much it retails for. Because number one, on the website it says price available upon request, and then number two, I really do not want to ask my SA for the price, because otherwise I feel like I'm gonna be like, you have to get it, you have to get it, you have to get it, and then I'm not gonna make, you know, the best decision. So the current price for medium classic flaps is $10,200 plus tax. Now I believe that because it is a tweed bag, it should be probably a little bit less, but I am not quite sure of how much that is. Please do not let me know in the comments down below. I don't want to know. I don't need to know. I actually love this bag. So I have many Chanel bags, and I feel like at this point I'm kind of set on Chanel bags in terms of like lambskin leather, in terms of caviar leather, because let's face it, they're about all the same. But I don't have any tweed bags in my collection. I actually don't have any tweed bags whatsoever. Even from other brands than Chanel, I don't have tweed bags. And I'm starting to like this fabric more and more. I only have one bag from Chanel that is a denim bag. It is right here. And it is a mini flat bag that I love. It's a rectangular flat bag. It's super cute. I love that it's very different from all of the other models that I own. And so I'm trying to do the same with that tweed bag. I love the fact that it's like, it's tweed, so it's different, but it's black. It's so weird, but I feel like for a tweed bag, I would need some sort of a neutral color to kind of offset the difference of the tweed, if that makes sense. So if I were to choose like a simple leather bag and like caviar leather or something, I would pick like, you know, a bright color, something different, like bright red, or I don't know, maybe like purple or whatever, something like that. But then I feel like for tweed, I need a neutral color. I need something like black, beige, like all of those beautiful colors. I already have a beige bag, which is here. It's a Chanel 19 bag. So I wouldn't necessarily get another beige bag, but I feel like you basically can't go wrong with black. So this would be something that I would love to add in my bag collection. It's very hard for me to resist anything Chanel. That's why I'm like really trying hard not to ask my SA for the price and to show me the bag. But you know, I think about it probably more often than I should. I feel like those pieces are amazing, and then what's best is even that you can resell them. I feel like that's probably one of the best parts of these bags. Obviously you have the joy of having them in your collection, of even using them, and then when you resell them a couple of years later, you can make such a huge profit off of them that it's like the best part. It's like you're enjoying your bag and then you're making money off of it. I mean, what's not to love about this brand? So this probably out of my entire updated luxury wish list would be the item that I would love to get the most. And lastly, the last thing that's on my wish list is a watch from Audemars Piguet. It's a watch from the Royal Oak collection. And the reason why I'm mentioning this in this updated luxury wishlist video is not because I'm going to get it this year, absolutely not. It is because I'm actually starting to save up for one for my 30th birthday. So I am currently 28 and a half. My birthday is in late October. So that gives me about a year and a half to save for one, which is a very long time, obviously. But it's a good thing because those prices are even more ridiculous than Chanel. So depending on the model, we're looking at, let's say it starts, I believe, around 27,000 for the models that I'm interested in, and it goes to maybe 35,000. So I have not yet decided on a model. I'm still kind of debating the size. So I actually have a very small wrist compared to my size. I'm a super tall girl, but I have very small wrists. So right now the watch that I have is a Rolex. It's a Datejust, and it is 34 millimeters, and that works very nicely for me. I also have another one that is in 36 millimeters that I like the size of a little bit better. So I would say something around 37 or 39 millimeters would be good for me. I obviously have to try it on. The thing though is there is obviously no Audemars Piguet store in DC. So I have to go to New York for that. But then the store in New York has extremely low stock. And I know that it is extremely rare that number one, they have anything, and number two, they let you try on anything. So I know that there is a reseller here in the DC area, and I'm going to try to go look at them to kind of have an idea of the size that I want and also the color that I want. So normally the dial, the classic model, is in blue. The thing though with me is I have basically zero blue clothes. I don't have anything blue in my wardrobe at all. I actually don't like blue at all. And that's because when I was little, my parents were hoping for a boy. And so they dressed me up as a boy for like 3 or 4 years. I had overalls, I had little pants on, I had such short hair. I mean, it wasn't a look. So they dressed me up in a boy. So they dressed me up as a boy in blue. So I am kind of done with blue. But that being said, it is the classic color from the brand. So I'm hesitating between that to kind of have the classic color and then also black because, I mean, frankly, I love black and then you can never go wrong with black. So I feel like I still need to, you know, try to think of that. I obviously have a long time to save. It is a lot of money. And I'm very, very aware of that. I'm very, very aware of how lucky I am that I can, you know, afford to save up for it for, you know, not too long and get one. I know that it's such a joy to have that in one's life, especially that early on. So I am very, very, you know, grateful for all of the opportunities that I have gotten, for the people that have helped me. But I'm so excited that I actually started saving up for it. So my plan is to use my credit card points that I have accumulated over the past couple of years on my credit card, and then I actually don't have to save up that much. I probably have to save up for about 15-20k max, and then the rest I can use credit card points. So that's obviously nice. It kind of like lowers the bill so to speak, and then in my mind it kind of like makes it better. So it makes it such that I haven't spent like 30k. It makes it look like I've only spent 20 and the rest is like free. Obviously that's like a trick in my mind. It's obviously not the reality, but it makes things so much easier. So I'm very excited that I'm starting this process. I feel like this will be such a nice birthday to go get it in New York. I'm already super excited for it, and I plan in about like a couple of months to go again to New York to kind of place my name on the wait list. This is obviously a watch that has a wait list. It's not the type of store that you kind of walk in and say, okay, I'd like this watch, can I have it? So you have to place your name on a wait list. So I expect the wait list to be about a year to a year and a couple of months. So if I go in a couple of months, it should be the perfect timing. I am so excited. Please let me know your comments, your advice if you have any about this watch, your choice of size, of color in the comments down below. I would love to find out your opinions. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This was supposed to be a short video because I only had 5 items on my wish list, and I was kind of expecting to talk maybe 2 minutes per item, so it would have been like about 10 minutes. But I feel like I'm very passionate about all of the things that I have to talk about, so obviously it's going to be a little bit longer. I apologize for that. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.